Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading. You can choose from the crystals that you can see on your screen. Pile 1 is on your left, the clear quartz crystal. Pile 2 is the one in the middle, which is the jade crystal. And pile 3 is the sodalite, which is on the right side of the screen. Alright, so take your time and choose whichever pile resonates with you, whichever crystal resonates with you. This reading is going to be random messages about what you need to know right now. Alright, and there's no specific topic, so we've just channeled whatever you need to know as of now. Okay, so random messages can pop out for you that you are meant to know right now. Alright, so let's dive in and let's see what's coming up for you guys. Alright, so for those of you who chose the pile 1 with the clear quartz crystal, this is a reading for you guys. Alright, so let's dive in. Let's see what's coming up for you. Now, for my pile 1, what I see with the first card as the accident is you don't have to worry about an accident. This doesn't have to be an accident that you personally go through, although make sure that you are careful while driving, especially after a party. Maybe you've had something to drink and you're speeding. Ensure that you're careful and responsible about how you're moving, because I definitely see that there could be some issues that crop up, especially with your vehicle as well. So I'm getting some of you could be wanting to insure your vehicle as well. Whenever you're watching this, it's very, very important that you do that. Okay. Now, another download that I'm getting with this is there's something from your ancestors that's being gifted to you. And this is like a superpower that you are being gifted from your ancestors, because they want you to use it. They want you to have a big influence in the world. They want you to do something great. Okay, and I'm getting with the Lucifer card, like you've been the hidden light all along. Like you've been someone who's in the background, doing things that people don't know about usually. You're the hidden light, and this is because of the influence of Lucifer over you in some way. Some of you could resonate a lot with the story of Lucifer, the character of Lucifer, or it could be that there's a hunger for knowledge, a hunger for striving for your personal greatest potential that's coming in whenever you're watching this. Okay, and that's because your ancestors are pumping this superpower into you. And that's because they think that you're precious within the dirt. Okay, because this world has a lot of beauty and a lot of dirt, right? And we need to know like how to segregate the two, how to walk in balance between both, right? So essentially, if you feel like you are not able to strive for certain things in your work, or there could be some blockages regarding your work, your finances, where you feel like you're not working according to what your dreams are about or what you have planned for yourself, like you're stuck in a job and you either could be getting out of work because you don't like the position that you've been offered or the offer that you've been given, or it's that nothing is satisfying you in whatever you have done in the past. It's like there's something new that is trying to take birth within you, and this is like your purpose. This is like your seed of purpose wants to sprout out, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and this is specifically your grandmother. She loves you a lot. You could have lost your grandma at a very, very early age, or you could have lost them recently, and it could have weighed very heavily on your heart. This could have been someone who could have experienced an accident per se, or they could have died in a natural disaster of some sorts, or some disease. I'm also hearing COVID as well. I really, really apologize, my loves. This is definitely a time when you are uprooting yourself from things that are no longer serving you. And this is why you're developing this superpower here of telekinesis, is what I'm hearing, okay, with also these cards, especially the telekinesis in the middle here. This is telling me that your ability to influence a physical system is enhancing right now, okay, and you're not even physically interacting with that specific system. It's typically manifesting as being able to exert force, control objects, and move matter with one's mind. So this is something that you're learning right now. It's something that you're learning even in your dreams. So you could have been having bizarre dreams about like getting into accidents, or there could be some extreme it could be terrorizing dreams, or like dreams of death is what I'm hearing. Natural disaster dreams, like tsunami, or typhoon, or like different kind of natural disasters that you could be experiencing in your dreams. And that is because you are learning the power of telekinesis, and that's being given to you by your ancestors, by your forefathers, by people that want you to create an influence, a legacy on this planet, okay, because they see you as being precious within the dirt. And you knew that your ancestors are precious, even though they had to experience a lot of dirt, is also what I'm hearing, due to not working the way that usually people do. For this pile, I'm getting you guys are very rebellious, and that comes from your ancestors, okay, that comes from your ancestors, because they were ridiculed for not following the system, the society, the labels, the way that everything is programmed in a certain box and limitation and consideration. You guys always try to break apart from that. You guys try to go against the grain, per se. That's the Lucifer energy that I'm getting for you guys. And that is the reason why you are out of work right now, is because you're meant to learn something from this. Okay, and also I'm getting something to do with a near-death experience. So someone around you could have experienced a near-death experience, and it would be very beneficial for you to sit with them and have a conversation. Or you could have done this already, and you realize that you want to dive more deeply into your hidden light, into understanding what you are all about. And this is your higher self coming through, guiding you throughout all of this, and telling you that you are way beyond what you can experience. You're a vast being, is what your higher self is saying. You're a vast being, and you need to understand your potentials within this reality. You can master a lot of things if you just put your mind into it, your determination and focus into it. You can achieve anything, is what this your ancestors are telling you for my pile 1 here, okay? Very, very interesting. And also this crystal that you chose is the crystal which is the master healer of all crystals, okay? It's the clear quartz. So this is telling me that this is something that you have not known about yourself yet. It was hidden to you until and unless there's something tragic that happened, or something difficult that you had to go through, that causes you to tap into your powers or your superpowers, is what I'm hearing. Especially if you have been out of work, or you've been frustrated with your money, it's because you're meant to master telekinesis and strive for more knowledge and potential, and also help free humanity from the shackles, okay? And your grandmother, your ancestors think you are precious, and you're going to make it, okay? Some of you could be from Australia, definitely. And you also, with the energy medicine here, the ability to heal one's own empathic, etheric, astral, mental, or spiritual energy, right? So this is something that you guys are gifted with. You're gifted with energy medicine, and this is coming from your higher self, okay? This is what your higher self wants you to tap into, something that is alternative, healing, something that can soothe others, heal others, because you are also quite empathic, is what I'm hearing, okay? You're very empathic, so you take on the energies of a lot of people around you, a lot of situations that happen in your dreams or in your real life as well. Like if somebody goes through an accident, or somebody is going through challenges, it's like you take it upon yourself, and sometimes you get really drained with that because of the iron card here as well, with the eggshell, okay? It says iron is the highest and first of all whales. It is literally translated as nothing or simply no. It is absolute emptiness, the opposite of existence, complete absence, no thing, right? So you are no thing, you are not a thing, you're nothing, literally, right? Out of nothing comes everything. That is the paradox of our reality, and you are going to dive very deeply into this to try to understand like how things function, how the matrix functions, who we are, why are we here, what are we meant to do. And that's coming from your higher self, that is your Lucifer self, that is shining a light on these aspects of you so that you can learn these superpowers and create something that is worth leaving a legacy for, something like that. But it has to do with something alternative. It's not something that the society usually follows. It's something where you're meant to learn from these experiences and translate them into your work and help other people understand these things about themselves as well. Like, why are they empathic? Where are the energy blockages in their life? How are their energy blockages making them go out of work? What is their relationship with money? What is their relationship with their passions and their dreams and their goals, right? And also a lot of studies is what I'm hearing. So some of you need to dive into the subjects that you're interested in through different books that you can research online about, or you can go to libraries around your house and look for these books that interest you, because they are going to have a lot of knowledge for you. Especially if you want to dive into your psychic abilities or your energy healing abilities, this will help you with that. I'm also getting something about an Australian author will help you, is also what I'm seeing here. Okay. You could be attracting a partner who's also from Australia. Now, there could be some changes coming in Australia as well. There could be like a natural disaster that comes up there. Okay, or a forest fire is also what I'm hearing. You will hear some news about that. But yeah, also with the out of work, I'm seeing that your perspective about money is also changing. Like, you don't want to do the 9 to 5, you don't want to follow the societal norms because you're the rebel, right? So your rebellion is meant to teach you how to bring a revolution, is what I'm hearing. Revolution in terms of working 9 to 5 and things like that, where people feel stuck and they don't know how to get out of situations. So since you are out of work right now, you're going through the experiences and challenges of people who are eventually going to need your help in the future, when you help people who are out of work realize what they need to do in order to improve that. So some of you could be like, some of you will definitely help other people understand how much influence they have over the system, how much influence they have over people around them, and what is their core influence, like what is it in their core that influences other people. You're going to tap into that. Okay. Now there's something very powerful that I'm picking up, guys. I'm seeing some of you practice like looking at an accident or looking at, so I'm okay. I'm hearing some of you will be able to tap into accidents before they happen. Tap into natural disasters before it happens. The hidden light with the Lucifer, right? So this is about hidden information coming to light, literally, right? Hidden attributes, hidden details about situation coming to light, because Lucifer is also the devil. Okay, although they're separate, but I'm hearing for this reading it's kind of similar energy. That's interesting. But you will be able to predict natural disasters and accidents before they happen through your energy healing medicine, as well as your telekinesis. But you can also control that. So I'm seeing some of you like practice that, like while watching a movie, predicting that an accident happens before it happens, and you see it happen on the screen. Something like that. And also something to do with like real life disasters. So you can cause natural disasters to happen. Like you thinking. So you need to be very, very careful about how you think. Because you guys, for my pile 1, you guys are extremely powerful. Your anger, your pain, your sorrow, your difficulties, your challenges. If you're going through certain tumultuous situations, it can cause you to destroy certain things without even knowing it, including people's lives. And you don't even know about this. But this is your higher self. This is like the power of your higher self, is to destroy certain things so new things can be born. Okay, which is why your ancestors are coming in very strongly to tell you that you are highly sensitive, as well as because of your energy, whatever you think, whatever you speak becomes manifested, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so this is what you will be learning whenever you're watching this. You're learning about this superpower and how to control this so that you don't harm anybody through this. Okay, this is something that you're learning about your higher self, about your deep dark self that you have kept hidden because either people did not support you, they did not appreciate the kind of information that you were into, or you were always sidetracked, you were always different. Black sheep is what I'm hearing. Okay, so for my pile 1, you guys are the black sheeps, but you are like the masters of earth, is what I'm hearing. Like, you're going to be mastering something very, very deep about yourself whenever you're watching this. This reading is literally the activation for you guys. Okay, so be very careful about this superpower, my loves. I mean, I'm so excited for you guys. Please let me know in the comments down below, like, who are you guys? You guys are legendary here. I can already see that. Okay, that's why your ancestors think that you're precious within the dirt. Like, imagine that your ancestors feel the whole planet is dirt, except you are the one who's precious for them. Why? Because you have something that nobody else has. You're so precious. So learn to utilize that energy for benevolence, for leadership, for integrity, for justice, for changing humanity and revolutionizing the way we do things, especially for work and for money. Okay, the concept of money, you're meant to reinvent that or change that in some way. Okay, and until then you're going to suffer a lot with money, or you're going to be out of work. That's your higher self coming in, causing disasters and accidents so that you change your thinking pattern. Okay, and this is happening with a lot of love. With your grandma loves you, it's like, don't think that this is harsh, because many people might not go through such difficult initiations as you do. But the reason your initiations are difficult is because you're meant to be someone great. Okay, that's very definitely coming through for you guys. Because look at that, the Lucifer card, the first point is can penetrate through dark and light. Okay, so you can penetrate through dark as well as light. That's your higher self. That's the capacity of your higher self. Okay, you need to study about the ultraviolet light, something to do with Lucifer. Please study Lucifer, something about Lucifer. You need to dive deeper into this. This is a part of who you are. It's a part of your legacy. Okay, wow, guys. I mean, I'm just blown away by this reading. But thank you so much for coming in. Let me know in the comments down below if you're resonating with this. Let me know if you're resonating with this at all. I love you guys so much. And also, if you would like to book a private reading with me, check out the description box below, where I have all my Linktree links, as well as social media links and donation links, in case you're feeling extra generous and would like to donate to this channel for me to grow. I would really, really appreciate that as well. And there are tarot decks that you can also donate on my Amazon wish list, given in my description box link. All right, so thank you so much, my loves, and peace. Alright, so for my pile 2, who chose the green crystal called Jade, okay, let's dive into your reading. You can see all your cards on the screen. Alright, so the first card we have for you guys is Sociopath, okay. It says a psychopathic person with a weak but present conscience, lack of empathy, often blame others and have all the excuses for their own behavior, but not interested in anyone but themselves. Alright, so this is a sociopath that you've been dealing with. Now, this could be someone you're dealing with for a long time. You could be studying psychology, or this is someone in your environment, and maybe you have had your doubts about this person because initially you thought that this person had some issues with not understanding your personal discrepancies within the relationship, your issues within the relationship. This could be a person you have been in a relationship with, or this could be your ex. But this person has a very much they don't have conscience, basically, guys. That's what I'm getting here. They don't have empathy, they don't have conscience. They could have always blamed you for certain things, and this is someone you have attracted because this was something in your family that you have seen since you were a child. You could have seen or grown up around people who are very sociopathic, and in today's culture and age, these things are given a lot of encouragement, per se. In the world that we are currently living in, these things are encouraged through media, music. You see the kind of music we listen to today, you see the kind of things we are influenced by today. It's all about money, it's all about being greedy, right? With the greedy ass right beside sociopath. It's all about being greedy and wanting more for yourself and not giving much to anybody, having a lack of empathy and wanting everybody to empathize with you. And this is the kind of society that is being programmed into us as a collective, right? But some of you are definitely waking up to this. For my pile 2, you are definitely waking up to this. Like, you're having a wide range awakening when it comes to like people and how they really have the audacity to blame others for certain issues, certain things. Maybe this is someone who always lacks the integrity to point the fingers at themselves when they are wrong, or they are lacking in some information, or they don't want to show themselves. Like, they will always blame the other person, and you could have been a target for that for a very, very long time. Okay, this is a sociopath for sure, so this is a confirmation for you. But with this person, whoever this person is, whoever could have been so greedy that they could have stolen something from you, especially it could be your money, could be your possession, it could be a certain business deal that you wanted, but this colleague of yours was eyeing that deal like a greedy asshole, right? And they went ahead and took it, and without any remorse, or they back bitched against you, or whatever it may be. There's been some very difficult circumstance that you have come out of recently, and you're seeing the situation with wide eyes, is what I'm hearing. Okay, some of you could have gone through this in your personal love connection, love relationship. Some of you have grown up around such people, which is why you attracted such a love relationship. Definitely I'm seeing that. And some of you have dealt with this in your business, in your career, per se, right? So with this energy, what I'm getting is you have had a lot of time to think about this, and now a lot of abilities are awakening within you because you had to go through such challenging circumstances with people who you loved, with people who you gave a lot of your love and empathy to, but they did not respond to the same level of energy that you were providing them. There was no equal give and take within this situation, per se. Okay, so due to this, you recognize who this person is as well as who you are. And what you are is extensive, my love. So just hold your freaking horses, because this pile was like blowing my mind left, right, and center with what you're awakening just by going through something as small as being around a sociopath and going through challenges and difficulties with them, and now mastering yourself in a way where you are about to become untouchable, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you are about to become like unfathomable, and it's going to be difficult for people to understand or know you on a completely deep level. Okay, because you will be very, very strategic about how you move. Okay, with the John Constantine here, some of you could definitely benefit from watching these superhero movies I'm getting with the Deadpool and John Constantine. Something about this will relate with your life story and with your ability to master certain challenges that you have had to go through. Okay, but apart from that, with John Constantine here, I'm seeing you definitely understand your occult powers here. There's something about you being an expert user of magic, so you could dive into telekinesis, necromancy, pyrokinesis, illusion projection, teleportation, chronokinesis, etc. Okay, so these are certain gifts, certain psychic abilities that you have the power to utilize right now on the sociopath, whoever you're dealing with. Okay, you have the power to fight off the evil that is surrounding you, or the evil that was surrounding you, or the evil that surrounds the world. It's like you are a part of the Avengers, literally, is what I'm getting. Okay, because you're meant to change the world in drastic ways, and that's by you becoming prophetic with this knowledge that you have acquired through being around such people who could have been racist towards you. There could have been racism that you have experienced in your personal life, in your day-to-day life, or in your career, in your office, in your business hours. You could have come across people who were racist towards you. This could have been your own uncle, for God's sake. Somebody who was racist towards you, your own family, going against you, pitting you, pitting other people against you, is what I'm hearing. So some of you have been stalked, definitely. Some of you have had life-threatening situations, okay, and especially I'm seeing dealing with violence. Okay, so I'm picking up some violence. Even in your past life, you have dealt with this. So this is something you're meant to master in this lifetime here. Okay, especially racism. So you are meant to destroy racism. You're born to destroy racism in some way, shape, or form. Okay, because you have experienced that in your personal life. You know the impact it has on you and other people, right? How harmful it can be, especially when a child is growing up and they experience these things. So you are meant to bring about a new world without racism and without certain power dynamics that are keeping the world stuck in this sociopathic level, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you're meant to change that for people, and that's going to happen through your expert level of using your occult knowledge, your spiritual abilities, like the abilities that I just spoke about. Also your genius. So look at that, with the John Constantine card, it says genius level intellect. So you guys have mastered an aspect of your brain that is intelligent, that knows things, that can be prophetic in a very intelligent way, literally, and you're expert tactician and manipulator as well. So manipulators left, right, and center. You can read manipulators. You could probably study psychology, or you could with the master con artist and skilled detective and expert hand-to-hand combat. I'm seeing some of you definitely get into the police. Some of you could definitely get into the police or military or defenses or protection. But this is not about getting into the wanting to become a police because you want to just do the role of a police. It's once you become a police, you master being a police so much that now you're dealing with high level criminals and sociopaths that you are able to immediately catch prophetically through your extensive knowledge of the occult. You can, oh my god, this is crazy, guys. Oh my god, this is crazy. Wow. So some of you are meant to catch high level sociopathic criminals who have been really harmful to our planet, who have been really greedy with their energy. Okay, very, very greedy. You're meant to catch these people, literally expose these people, because you have been through this. Okay, so this is why you've been through this. This is why you've been through racism. Okay, now with the Encyclopedia of Spirits, I definitely also got my book out, and I opened a page that was resonating with me for your pile, and I got the Leshi spirit, Leshii. Okay, Leshi, and this spirit is called the Forest Lord. I'm hearing some of you literally encounter sociopaths. Ghost Rider, become the Ghost Rider in the night, in the middle of the night, take away sociopaths from their locations and kill them within the forest. This is something you're meant to do. I don't know, I'm not encouraging this, guys. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is your ability to, it's like, I'm being brutally honest about your abilities to you, okay? But now it's up to you how to balance this ability within yourself, because everything in this world requires a balance, okay? We have certain abilities that can cause us to sometimes become sociopathic ourselves and have no empathy for other sociopaths and want to take them down one by one. And because we are finally learning our magic and our abilities and our destructive capabilities, and when we see the unfairness in the world, we want to become this avenger and want to take a revenge, right? With this revenge, there's a spirit of vengeance in you with the Ghost Rider. Look at that. Ghost Rider, spirit of vengeance, burning down the highway full of hellfire and rage. So it's like there's a lot of rage within you that has developed because of such people taking advantage of you, people having no empathy, and that has caused you to understand your own superpowers, which is now growing within you, okay? Like, you can definitely be a high level detective who can catch high profile criminals, and also bust the racket for like greedy people who keep this going, who keep such imbalanced economies that there is always a high level of crime everywhere. Like, busting those people, like busting the big people due to whom the crimes even happen, is what I'm getting. Damn, pile 2, damn. Okay, now with the Leishi spirit, let me read this for you guys, okay? I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to say like what I'm feeling for you guys here, okay? Now, the origin of this spirit is in Russia, so some of you could definitely be from Russia. Okay, some of you want to shift to Russia. That's it. Like, if you that's what you want, go for it. It's great for you. Especially visit the forest in Russia when you go there. Okay, some of you will discover something about yourself even from there. Okay, you'll be gifted something from there, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so it says, no, let me not read the whole thing. But the Leishi are the male Russian forest guardians, and they weep when the trees are cut down. Okay, so you guys are so empathic. Okay, even though you guys are such amazing people, it's like such empathic people that you tend to like understand the pain of the forests when they are cut down, when resources of the planet is extensively used and abused with these greedy asses and sociopaths who try to take and never give, right? So your higher self within you, it just weeps at it, like it cannot take it anymore for some reason. I'm hearing, okay, because right after the encyclopedia of spirits, we have the Ghost Rider. It's like there's a spirit of vengeance that has come over you because of going through such racist sociopaths in your life, and even you have grown up around such people. It could have been that your parents were a sociopath, your parent was a sociopath, or that you have dealt with racism in your school when you grew up, like I said, right? But this has accumulated in you understanding your true gifts here. Okay, so let's take that one step at a time here, right? And also it is this location I'm hearing is the Musail, 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 the forest Tsar, okay, Tsar, Tsar, okay, something about Tsar, Tsar, you need to research about forest Tsar, okay, and every Leishi spirit has their own territory, so to speak. So it tells me that you want to rule your own territory. It's like you don't want to take over anyone else's territory, because some other people specialize in other different talents and abilities, and you give them the space to be their individual self, because you are an individual self, right? And you have certain capabilities. So you are very individualistic in a way, and you give others space to be themselves. You are not a person who would want to change other people because you want a certain outcome out of situations. But when you see sociopaths who want to control every narrative, it fucking triggers you, is what I'm hearing. Okay, there's a lot of anger issues that come into you. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Like, you make territories for different people in your community as well, about what they are good at. You're very good with your detective skills to analyze who's good at what. You have the potential to tap into other people and see their gifts and skills and what they are capable of and their potential, and you research a lot into these things. Like you research on what kind of people to surround yourself with because of who you are and who you want to be, is also what I'm hearing. So some of you are definitely very, very territorial about who you choose to surround yourself with as well. Okay. I'm also hearing something about migration. So either you could have traveled a lot in your past, in your childhood, you have gone through a lot of different schools, or you have changed schools or colleges or whatever it may be, and that has caused you to become extremely versatile in being able to deal with different kinds of people, is what I'm hearing. Or this is something you're meant to do as well, okay, if you haven't yet and you're young. Okay, so something to do with that. Now, you could also gamble with the Leshy spirit. The Leshy spirits also gamble at cards with each other, wagering with animals at their stake. Okay, so definitely it's something to do with you being brilliant with like cards. So poker, I'm getting poker, and other card games as well, like a casino basically. So some of you could own a casino in the future, but like it's only for the wealthy people, so you can like be the Robin Hood, steal from them and give to the collective, something like that. Like you have major plans to like bring the system down completely, okay, is what I'm hearing with the Leshy spirit. Because your spirit, your higher self, like wants to rage a war on these people. Like, what the hell are you guys doing? Why are you wasting resources? Why are you so greedy on people with taxes and money so much, right? So yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Now, this Leshy spirit is also quite mischievous. So I'm getting you guys could be very mischievous. At times you could also tap into this dangerous side of you. At times you could become very trickster-like. Okay, that's something that is like your dark side is coming out. Okay, so there's a merging that is happening here. I'm getting yeah, and people don't know when you're coming, or your ancestors are coming for them, like or your higher self is coming for them. Like it's very difficult for them to know when you're going to attack or how you're going to attack. You're very good at hiding your moves or hiding your cards close to your chest. Okay, very interesting. And also like you it's like you have a way of hypnotizing people through your words. Like you can lure the criminals deep into the forest, is what I'm hearing. Damn, collective, pile 2. You guys are very powerful. Please let me know in the comments who you guys are, literally. Okay? Damn. So now wolf could be definitely your totem animal. Wolves, okay? Because Leshy are usually found in the company of bears and wolves. Okay? So bears and wolves could be like your totem animal, because wolves are their favorite animal, okay? Leshy's favorite animals. So some of you could have resonated very much with being a lone wolf, right? Like I said, lone wolf, but appreciating another person's individuality. Okay, that's something I'm getting. Now something to do with sounds as well. Voice over sound. Your voice could be very deep and intrusive. Like your voice makes people tell on themselves, or your observation makes people tell on themselves. Like your presence exposes the greedy people and the sociopaths around you. Just your presence, just you being yourself, the John Constantine, Deadpool, Ghost Rider. Like the combination is deadly here, guys. Okay, and this reading is literally prophetic. Like with me reading this is something you're meant to become. So this is like a prophecy that I'm leaving for you. Okay, so make sure you understand your power here. So let me see what else is here. So there could be something about forest noises, or recording forest sounds and frequencies within the forest. Being a detective within the forest, like there's something about the forest that you're meant to discover as well. The sound of animals, birds, or rustling of trees. Wow, so people who meet you, collective, Pile 2, people who meet you, they are often struck. Like they are struck and temporarily mute. Like they can't talk, or when they see you, when they witness you. Okay, let me not even say see you. When they witness your power, when they witness your presence, it's like they are mute. They have nothing to say because you have an extensive knowledge of a lot of things, a lot of different things. Okay, and your knowledge has a lot of longevity to it. You could be a very skilled martial artist as well, right? You could be a person that's also quite impatient. And when you are in a situation, like sometimes you kind of, my god, you have I'm getting Scorpio energy very heavily here, but like you can zoom into a person completely and like observe every minute detail on them, including like micro expressions or something to do with you training about this is going to help as well. Okay, damn guys, this pile is blowing me away. Okay, you could be attracted to unattached women. Okay, you could prefer unattached women, or you could prefer to marry women who are unattached, or who could be trapped in unhappy unions as well. Okay, sometimes you can steal others' women or something. Damn. Oh my god. But I see you wanting to spoil your woman, like whoever you will deal with. This is a very masculine pile, by the way. So if you guys are women watching this pile, you guys are definitely masculine, okay? More masculine and a little bit less feminine here, okay? But definitely, it's like you want to spoil your person. Yeah, like I said, pile 2, you could want to spoil your person. It could be your woman, your man, whoever it is. You could want to spoil them, with gifts, with love, with affection, with, a lot of different things. Some of you are going to learn like how to bring more joy by eating the right things, or helping other people eat the right things to bring more joy into their life. That's something that like instinctively is what I'm hearing. Something that you don't know that you know, but it's hidden. You need to bring it out more, like research a little bit more about this as well. Now I'm getting that like usually people in the past got really comfortable with being in a relationship with you and they stopped taking care of themselves. You could have experienced this a lot, where your love makes people lazy. So this is something that you're discovering, and you're making sure that you attract someone who takes care of themselves. So you are making sure that you take care of yourself, which is why I got the download of healthy eating and things like that. Okay, now some of you could have a very wild look on your face, like damn, you have like a primitive look. And it is something that is meant to like scare criminals or scare sociopaths. I'm also getting something about like destroying racism within the police system, or destroying racism by getting into politics is also what I'm hearing. Okay, but yeah, you're meant to like tear down the asses of these greedy bitches, like whoever it is, greedy ass or greedy bitch. Like you're meant to tear them down, or you're meant to expose them or destroy them, but in a way where no harm comes to you personally, doing it in a legal way. That is what I would recommend you, definitely. But you never know, there's so much power in you, like you can go either way, my love. So please be careful about these powers that you have. Okay, this is a very, very interesting pile that I see from you guys. Also, something to do about people who have left you have also leveled up, is also what you have seen. Like they come out with a lot more knowledge, a lot more skills, because you teach them that, or you're a great teacher when it comes to teaching other people how to be skilled. It could be in magic or in shamanism or in certain gifts that you have. You provide it to them. You teach it without even knowing. Okay? You love jokes, or you're a very funny person, like you are sarcastic, or you love making, like, I'm hearing dark humor, something about dark humor. Okay? Now it says the Leshi may preside over a realm of death. Okay, so something about death. Until the 19th century, Russians often buried suicides and unbaptized babies in the forest. According to legend, souls of those who die without last rites wander in the forest under the case and supervision of the Leshi. Oh my god. You are the caretaker and the supervisor of the dead. The people who are dead on this planet right now, which are the sociopaths. They are dead, right? So even this completely explains your energy. Wow. That is amazing, guys. So this is what I have for you. I don't want to carry on because this pile already has been like way bigger than I thought it would be. Like way longer is what I mean. Not way bigger, but way longer than how I thought it would be. But nonetheless, I had a great time channeling for you guys. Thank you so much for coming on my channel and watching this video. If you resonated with this, please let me know in the comments down below. I mean, you guys are masterful. Like you are on the journey of self-mastery. I can already see this. Okay, let me know in the comments down below so at least I know who you guys are. Like, you guys are meant to make massive changes and ripple effects in this world. Okay, do check out my ripple effect readings on my channel, or check out my past readings if something resonates with you, especially the title. Check it out, it'll help you guys. Okay, and check out pile 1 also. If you resonated with that crystal as well, check out the first reading as well. Okay, you can choose multiple piles if you want to as well, because something from this came up in that a little bit, you know, so you may want to check that aspect of yourself out if that is something that resonates. So thank you so much, my loves, and peace. All right, so for my pile 3 who chose the blue crystal sodalite, okay, these are the cards on your screen that I got for your pile. All right, so what I'm getting for you guys here is you guys are going through a cleanup in your life right now. Okay, a cleanup in a way where you're learning how to create your own reality, and have resources that are infinite so that you can help people in your family, help your loved ones, help your friends, help your cousins, help people who are, you know, not doing so well in their life. It's something that you want to do. You want to create a legacy when it comes to this, which is why we have the devil card right beside it. It's like this is something you want to do for yourself, for people around you, so that you can assist whenever it's necessary, right? So this is something where you are focusing on maybe law of attraction, or understanding, like, you know, what can I do in order to create resources that are abundant for me? How do I stabilize my resources? How do I improve my relationship with money here? So some of you could definitely be doing that right now. Okay, now I'm seeing someone has definitely taken advantage of you. This could have been someone in the past who tried to take advantage of your innocence. This could have happened in your childhood, or this could have happened recently. You know, I'm reading for a lot of different people. It's a general reading, so take it how it relates, my loves. But I'm definitely seeing that there could be a lot of people who are into this. It could be like a gang or a family that you could have dealt with who took advantage of your innocence. That's interesting. I said gang as well. So you could have grown up around people who were dangerous, or like you grew up and you saw like gangs or something like that. Okay, or you became a part of a gang at one point in time because of your innocence being taken for granted and taken advantage of. Is also something that I'm hearing, especially if you're a masculine. And for my feminine, it's like I'm hearing something about sexual. So guys, trigger warning, I'm hearing something about sexual abuse as well, with the fetish master and planning a murder. Okay, so definitely this is a very, very intense pile here right off the bat. But there's someone in your life who was planted there to destroy your north node. Okay, your north node is your life purpose, something that you're meant to do. And in your life purpose, I see you wanting to create your own reality and have infinite resources. This is something like you could have your north node in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, where you're focused on building your stability, your security, your money, right? And there could have been someone in your south node, which is your past life, someone from your past life who has also come into this lifetime to destroy you in some way. And this is someone that your ascended masters and your higher self disapproves of. Okay, this is someone who has tried to hurt you in ways that you are not even aware of, even in this lifetime. But that there's this person is very evil. Like you get an evil vibe from this person, but you don't know why. Like, why is this person after me since my childhood? Or why is this person like constantly behind, destroying my life for so many years? Like, don't they have anything else to do? No, this is like a person contracted in some way to like be your opposition in your lives. And this person has also tried to destroy some very high abilities that you've had within you. This person has tried to destroy it. This person has tried to destroy your connection with the divine as well, with the ascended masters in reverse. Or this could be you becoming lazy towards your ascended masters, or towards your higher self, or improving yourself. This could have been you becoming lazy due to this trauma that you have gone through, or due to this person doing things behind your back, sacrificing cats or sacrificing certain things in order to make you drained or lazy towards your life purpose. But this person is like literally against what you're meant to do in life. Okay, this person could be very devilish in nature. Okay, this person could make you go against yourself. This person is an illusionist. Okay, someone who deludes you into believing things that are not real about yourself. Somebody who can convince you, or somebody who has convinced you in the past, that you are weak, that you don't know certain things about yourself, that you don't deserve money, you don't deserve abundance and love. This is pure hatred. Okay, and hatred is never reasonable here. This person could be like having fetishes towards innocent people. Okay, now trigger warning again, guys, but like I'm hearing something about pedophile, or if this is a woman, like this is a wicked woman who does things behind your back. This could be an old woman as well. And she does wicked things behind your back to poison you, to poison your mind. Or this could have been someone you trusted from your childhood. This could have been someone who fed you certain things in order to kill you, literally, but nothing happened because your ascended masters completely like obliterated those attacks. Okay, but if this is a woman, she's trying to destroy your connection with the divine. If this is a man, this is like a pedophile, someone who harvests energy from the innocent people. Okay, but your innocence and your true heart is your ultimate protection. So the reason you are able to be stable and you are still alive right now, the only reason for that is your innocence and your true heart. That is your ultimate protection here with this card in between. Okay, this true heart energy of yours, where you are opening your heart towards your life purpose, towards creating infinite resources so you can help others. You have the purest of intentions towards people. And these two cards are making me complete, like these two cards are completely confirming the fact that you will not go against yourself, even if this devil is trying to make you do that, so that you forget what they have done to you, or so that so that you don't open your mouth and talk about these things. Maybe the only way you will be healed from this wound is if you talk about it, if you reveal this to others about it. Some of you could be learning about this. okay, that you have dealt with a lot of wicked people, or you have dealt with a family member that has been very wicked towards you since your childhood. This could have been something happening in your family itself, and this person is definitely in those categories that I spoke about, right? And because of this person, though, you're realizing what your true north is, what your true purpose is, and your heart is going to protect that, okay? And you need to understand what your south node is as well, what sign is in your south node, and whether this person, whoever is in your life, is a part of that south node, is a part of that past life, because that will completely resonate with you. You will have the same sign, okay, in your south node. I'm hearing that, okay? So you need to check their birth charts in case you're close to them or you know them, in order to understand, like, is this the person, is this the person? Because this person can be very hideous, like you wouldn't know this person is trying to destroy you, but because they're so good at, like, they have a gift of the gap is what I'm hearing. They talk very sweet, or they're very sweet, they could have fed you sweets, or they're very sweet, I don't know how to say, I don't know, what word am I looking for actually, hold on. Someone who has very, like, kind words, so you won't be able to understand that this person is actually doing this, but this person is actually a devil in disguise, literally, okay? And your ascended masters are, like, on their ass because you are innocent and you haven't done anything to cause this, but this person is after you from lifetimes after lifetimes. This person is born, this person took birth in this lifetime to destroy you. Like, you need to understand this, okay? And this is a devil who wants to poison you, who is planning to murder you, but nothing is working because your ascended masters are pissed at them, so it's all reflecting back onto them. Some of them could be experiencing some issues with their genital area, okay? That's their karma as well for doing this to you, for stopping you from manifesting your infinite resources, which you're meant to do. It's your destiny to do that, okay? Wow, collective, this is deep, okay? So yeah, now what I'm getting is that also there's another clue where this person could have a cat of their own, or they could have cats. You could have seen a dead cat in your home one day, or you could have seen something very fishy happen in your home, and that's a sign that, yeah, something dirty was happening behind your back, but it was blocked, okay? You're truly protected, by the way. Your ascended masters love you. It's just that they want you to believe in your spirituality again. They want you to tap into your meditations. They want you to tap into your divinity, okay? So that you can manifest your infinite resources. Because right now you're not in touch with them, because a lot of things from the past are coming back to haunt you. But that's what your enemy wants, is your enemy wants you to be stuck in the past so that you forget about your current opportunities, your current abundance, or how you can attract more opportunities towards you, or attend certain opportunities, or, you know, they want you to miss out on opportunities and think about the past and reminisce about the past and forget about what your future holds and what your present holds for you. And you forget about being grateful because of everything about the past. And spirit is like, you need to heal from that. You need to get in touch with your meditation practices, your yoga. I'm getting some of you will benefit definitely from body movement and exercises, okay? Definitely seeing that. Now, this person could have also been extremely paranoid, like if you fed them something or if you gave them something to eat, they would always, like, never eat it, or they would always be doubtful about the, like, you know, kind of food or water or anything to eat that you give them or drink to give them. It's like they would always be doubtful about it, so they would keep it on the side. This could be someone you know, very close to you, right? I'm giving you clues so you understand who this is in case you don't know, right? This could have been someone who is into, like, talking about dirty things, like, very honestly to you or very openly to you. And this was in your very young age, like at a very young age, this person would talk, like, dirty things to you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, this person has like wreaked havoc in your life, and they're still trying to, but like your ascendant masters won't have it. Like, they are just on them. They're protecting you completely because you have a destiny to fulfill here. And if they would have focused on their own destiny, they would have done much better. But because their destiny itself is to, like, I don't know, that they are born to destroy you in some way, you're meant to learn that you need to protect your heart from such people. You are such a kind-hearted person that you would always have your true heart and protect everybody around you. And even if people are doing wrong to you, you feel like you need to forgive them, and that is causing you to kind of not follow your true purpose, which is to remain pure-hearted, but also protect yourself when necessary and draw boundaries with people when necessary. Okay, so this is something that you're learning in this lifetime, where with such evil or dangerous person or people around you, it has caused you to level up when it comes to your boundaries, when it comes to protecting your heart, when it comes to dealing with certain people and understanding what's going on, and having a sharp level of discernment. Okay, it's helping you with all of this because of the destiny that you hold, which is of infinite resources. Okay, you're not somebody to be taken lightly here, collective, which is why you have such a grave enemy on your against you, on your back, right? Like, this is someone who wants to destroy you because you have a big destiny, and it is where you get infinite resources so that you're able to equally help other people with their resources, as well as their abilities, as well as their life. Especially people who are close to you, who love you, you want to help them with your true heart, and you will be able to do that. This is your destiny, to protect people you love, to give them ample nutrition, ample resources, ample love, ample wishes, whatever they desire. You're meant to fulfill it for them. You're like this genie, is what I'm hearing, but you don't recognize you're a genie yet. Okay, and this is because you're budding right now. Okay, the thunder cat, like literally the thunder is almost about to strike on the cat. Okay, and the cat is you. Like, you're about to be struck by lightning with this reading, and this reading is going to make you realize that there's a reason you have always had such a beautiful heart and a beautiful mind. Okay, it's so that you could understand how to level up, and how to never go against yourself, and how to understand illusions when you see it, illusions when you hear it, illusions when you feel it, but can't point it out. Like, you're meant to do that. You're meant to have a sharp level of discernment through this. Okay, and you have been innocent to this for a very long time, is what I'm hearing. With the innocence card in between, it's like you've been innocent to this whole thing for a very long time, but now you're waking up to the devilish ways of these enemies that have caused you to be caused a lot of delays in your life, per se, and now you don't want it to be delaying you anymore. Okay, so this is definitely what I'm hearing for you guys. Pile 3, thank you so much for coming here. If you resonated with this, let me know in the comments down below. I would really, really appreciate it. And also, if you would like to book a reading with me, check out the description box below, where I have placed my Linktree link. That's where all my social media links are given, all my Amazon wishlist links are given, as well as my tarot booking form is given. Alright, and please let me know in the comments down below how you guys are fighting off these people who are like literally born to destroy you completely, because I see you mastering yourself completely through this. Okay, so thank you so much, my loves, and peace.